Burlington, Vermont. The office of Dr. Guilford Champlain. December 2023. Since Asher left Dr. Champlain's office, he was staring out the office window at the snowy morning landscape. Champlain could not shake the nagging feeling that something was happening here in Burlington that he had seen before but had not thought about in almost 50 years. Deep suppressed emotions and a sense of dread now resurfaced because he had consulted on 3 similar cases in the previous 4 weeks, all with parallel symptoms. The third case was the one that he had just spoken to Asher about. It was the only one of the 3 where the blood samples were available for the chromatography lab. It was the only case where they had a molecular structure for the strange new drug. The other 2 patients were also still in the psychiatric ward of the university hospital. They had mania, schizophrenia, and delusional paranoia. It was probably too late to test them now for a similar substance, as their livers would have begun to break down the compound by this time. Most of all, the part that bothered Dr. Champlain was that all 3 patients denied using any recreational cannabis or psychedelic substance when they were admitted to the psychiatric intake ward. All 3 patients admitted to taking prescription serotonin reuptake inhibitors, albeit different ones. All 3 patients were intelligent, mature graduate students with solid backgrounds and bright futures. None of them had a motive to lie to the psychiatrists at the medical center. The symptoms plaguing these students seemed painfully familiar to him, almost as from a distant nightmare, and Dr. Champlain did not like this feeling one bit. As if compelled, he looked across his extremely cluttered office to a closed door that had not been opened since 1973, 50 years ago. 3 floor-to-ceiling stacks of old scientific journals were in front of and barricading the closed door. Dr. Champlain did not want to believe that the nightmare he took part in all those years ago could now resurface in his old age. At 85 years old, these thoughts were the last thing he wanted to consider, but thinking about them he was. Returning were long-suppressed memories of secret CIA hallucinogen experiments, his forced compliance with the will of the United States intelligence apparatus, and the secret project code names like Project Chatter, Project Artichoke, and of course, Project MKULTRA. At that moment, he decided to put it all out of his mind. He would wait until Asher gave him more information on this mysterious substance and what it could be doing to these young graduate students. Dr. Champlain prayed that his intuition and feelings were just the frightened memories of an old man, even as he understood that he almost certainly could no longer run away from his painful